Sharjah at 3:08 a.m. never really slept. It just changed volume. Somewhere in the flat, a kettle clicked on. Someone coughed. A door opened, then closed carefully, as if trying not to wake the rest of the world. Inside a cramped partition, made of plywood and thin curtains, Max lay awake on a narrow mattress just wide enough for one body and a small suitcase tucked beneath it. The ceiling was low. The air carried the faint smell of detergent and other people's dinners. Every sound in the flat traveled through the thin walls like gossip. He stared at the dark fabric above him. Sleep had stopped visiting days ago. He reached for his phone. The glow lit half his face. Tourist visa. 14 days left. 14. He sat up slowly so he wouldn't bump his head on the partition wall. The space was so tight, he could touch both sides without stretching. 2 months ago, he resigned from the job that had been draining him for years. He remembered the day he walked out of that office. Shoulders light, chest open, thinking he had finally chosen himself. Now he sat in a rented partition in Sharjah with no steady income and a countdown in his pocket. Freedom had turned into uncertainty faster than he expected.
Freedom pala, Max, ha? So ano nang plano natin ngayon?
He swung his feet to the floor. Cold tiles grounded him. Outside the partition, someone snored softly. Another person shifted in bed. The flat was crowded, but quiet. The kind of quiet that came from people too tired to talk. His brother lived in Dubai. Not far. Technically. Married. 2 kids. Stable. Max had opened their chat window more times than he could count.
Kuya, kailangan ko na yata ng tulong. I'm not okay. I think I messed up again. Sorry.
He never sent any of them. His brother already carried enough. A family, rent, school fees, responsibility stacked on responsibility. Max didn't want to add himself to that pile, so he stayed quiet. He leaned against the thin wall and closed his eyes. 38. Not old, but not young enough to restart easily, especially not in Dubai, where everything moved fast and looked for the next shiny version. He hadn't slept properly in days. His mind replayed decisions on a loop. You shouldn't have resigned. You should have endured longer. You're too old to start again here. You're too old to start again anywhere. He opened his eyes. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't irresponsible. He was just tired. Tired of jobs that burned him out. Tired of relationships that went nowhere. Tired of always starting over. He grabbed his phone and checked his bank app. The number staring back at him was small enough to feel like a joke. He could survive a few weeks if he stayed careful. Maybe a month if he ate like a monk and avoided emergencies. After that, plane ticket back to the Philippines. Start again. Though the thought of having to start again is taunting him.
I'm glad I resigned. Pero nakakatakot pala magsimula uli.
He opened his laptop. Job sites everywhere. Tabs everywhere. Most roles wanted candidates already on work visas. Others wanted younger applicants. Then he saw it. Executive Assistant / Operations Coordinator Business Bay. Startup digital agency. Startup meant chaos, long hours, pressure. He almost laughed, as if stability was an option. He clicked the listing. Calendar management, operations coordination, client handling, AI productivity tools. That part caught him. Over the past year, Max had leaned heavily into AI tools. Not for trends, for survival. Systems kept him sane. He'd even built his own workflow system using AI. Not pretty, but it worked. He hovered over the apply button. Applying meant hoping. Hoping meant risking disappointment. He clicked anyway. Uploaded resume. Filled the form. Added a short note. Available immediately. He stared at that word. Immediately. Then hit submit. No dramatic music. No fireworks. Just a confirmation page. He leaned back and exhaled. Outside, alarms started ringing. The city was waking up.
Okay. Last push.
He didn't expect anything. He told himself not to expect anything. Morning came slowly. At 10:38 a.m., his phone buzzed. Email. He opened it, without much hope. Subject, interview invitation. He blinked, read it again. Business Bay. Tomorrow. In-person interview. His chest tightened. He looked around the small partition. The suitcase. The thin walls. The life in limbo. 14 days left.
Lord, please, sana ito na talaga.
In a city that moved too fast for second chances, Max was about to walk into one. He just didn't know yet that this interview would change everything.